Okay, so the second film that I've watched on the Criterion channel recently is the Shadowless Tower. Now, I don't know how I stumbled across this, but ultimately, this movie follows a older man who has a daughter, and they visit the gravesite, I believe, of his mother. And the father is estranged due to some, dicey things in his background, which is the reason why the mother and all the kids kind of don't talk to him at all. However, this guy's just kind of going about life. He's living life. He's not really doing much, kind of moping around, so on and so forth. Till eventually he meets this young woman that kind of, who's a photographer for his like food critic business or like journal column or whatever he does. He's a food critic, and the young woman that helps him with the reviews. She takes pictures of the food that he's critiquing and so on and so forth. So this guy's kind of going on about life, and he's kind of stuck on his father. He claims he doesn't give a fuck about him, but he actually does. He cares a lot about his dad because he'll ask his brother-in-law, he'll talk with his sister, he'll often bring it up, and it's kind of like, yeah, you're a lot more like your dad than you kind of want to acknowledge, which a lot of us are. And I feel like throughout the entire film, it was ultimately leading just back to how he always missed his dad. He always regretted how his dad wasn't around just due to what happened to his father. And he always wanted to question his dad and get on him. But when he actually went and talked to him again, he fell asleep on his bed before his dad got there. And it was like the little kid in him came out. And the same thing his daughter said to him, which, Dad, you have like earthworms in your hands. That's something that he told his dad when he saw him. So it's just funny how a lot of us in life will look at our lives and be like, well, I don't want to be like my parent. And I think a lot of us kind of are, which is very unfortunate in some cases if, your parent is bad. But I don't think it's bad necessarily to be like your parent. I think it's up to you to change how you are with certain things. I feel like for me, it's not always bad to be like my dad or my mom, but there are things that I can improve upon that kind of happen in my life, I guess you could say. Like, it's not bad to be like your parents. It's up to you to determine how you do certain things, with that information. And the quicker you acknowledge that, the quicker you can come out to something like that. And I'm not saying my parents are bad. Mom and dad, if you're watching this, I'm not saying that. But that's ultimately what I took from the film. So I would give this probably a 4 out of 5. The movie is kind of long, I will say that. And it does kind of drag. Like, it took me a while to watch it. However, it is a very good film. And I feel like it resonates with a lot of people in society when we talk about mental health, a lot of other different things. So I would give it a 4 out of 5. Like I mentioned, it's on the Criterion channel, and it is called The Shadowless Tower. Please go watch that film. It is very good. Like I said, you may need to take out a day on a Saturday or a Friday, or if you really want to sit down and really dive into it, take you half the day. It's a bit long, but it's very good. It's worth it in my opinion.